Cast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello and welcome to week 3 of the WebCenter World Series. This contest is just a great way to get started with the WebCenter program, and what we're going to do is focus mostly on the various products and services surrounding digital marketing. And from there, it's going to give you some great conversation points so that you can share that with your candidates and your clients for an increase in your success ratio. Now, for those that are just getting started with WebCenters and need to get a little bit more in-depth training, I'm going to recommend that you check out your GMTSS and find an upcoming WCT 101, or you can always visit our resource site at www.mawc411.com. And under Learning, there's an online learning tab, and there's a 5 C's, the simple sales system, that will really give you the best start and the best chance to get going as a WebCenter owner. For those that want a little bit more extended programming, we do have the 12-week action plan and getting started guide through WebCenters, and that can also be found on that site, mawc411.com. And we do have that playlist, and you can follow along a guidebook week by week for over 12 weeks and really give you the best shot at success. But through this program, we're going to give you some great tips and tricks surrounding digital marketing to make sure that you understand how powerful our program really is. So tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on really the foundation. And the foundation starts with the question, right? What is digital marketing? Well, digital marketing is simple when it comes to the definition, right? The marketing of products and services using digital channels to reach consumers. But really, we have to define what digital channels are, right? When we think of digital channels, there are so many and they're growing each and every year. So when we look at some digital channels, we look at websites, blogs, social media, right? And various social media channels that can then get broken down into various different apps and other networks, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, we've got Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Pinterest, right? There's so many of those social media channels, but it could also be email or text message marketing. So you see, it can go far beyond just websites. And that's why we don't call ourselves just a website company. We really focus on digital marketing. And you'll hear me say over and over again that we offer an all-inclusive digital marketing solution to small to medium-sized business owners. And you can expand that by saying, and with that, we provide business owners the opportunity to increase revenue and decrease expenses, streamline business practices, and further engage their audience. And that really is the power of digital marketing. But it goes beyond that even. And the power of digital marketing comes down to data and tracking. Not only can you determine who to reach for your audience and where to find them, but also you can see if your efforts are actually working. So much online can be tracked and reported back to the business owner, which makes it a really high investment or a use of their investment dollars. So really there's a high return, right? We call it ROI when it comes to digital marketing strategies. So when we look at the hub of all online marketing, it really should be the website, right? All too often someone says, well, I've got a social media page, or I've got a Facebook page, or I've got an Instagram channel, or I focus on word of mouth advertising. That is all well and good. But really, you need to be in a position where you can control your online presence and your online quote unquote storefront. And that really becomes the website. So the website is really at the core or the hub of all the other marketing. And you see around this various digital marketing strategies like SEO, outbound marketing, inbound marketing, social media, ways to support your consumers, content marketing, your gallery or your portfolio, your blog, your online chat forums. All of it is tied directly to your website. So it's critical that your clients and your candidates really get a good, strong foundation for their online marketing. And that's why we really like to talk about our website being our core product. So we're going to talk about websites that work and what really makes it special. So when we look at different factors that go into whether or not a website is performing, the first thing is branding, right? When your customer visits your website, there should be a clear sense of your business and who you are. Very important, branding. So you have to ask your clients or your candidates, is your website design consistent with other marketing materials or advertising that you do? Right? All too often, a client might or a candidate might be working with maybe a print company, or it's tied to their phone book advertising or their point of sale software or their e-commerce provider for certain industries. And it doesn't really have the look and feel of their other marketing, right? Their brochure, their menu, right? Their social media pages. So it's very important that that is all consistent. What about accurate content? Customers expect up-to-date content. If you visit a website and it says what's new and it says 2017, well, you know that's not very current. The content on that website may not be relevant to today. You can also check out and see what kind of events are happening. You can look at the copyright and the footer, but it's very important to have up-to-date, accurate content. So another question to ask is your website easy to update, or is it updated regularly? Right? That's something that we can talk to business owners or candidates about when it comes to maintenance. Is your website easy to update, or who controls that content? What about the user experience, right? The visitor should be able to easily navigate and use your website, and that should be across all devices, tablet, mobile device, desktop, or laptop. It should be easy to navigate. It should be seamless. It should be intuitive, easy to point and click and get where the user wants to go. It should be few clicks if possible, not to get too deep into a website. If it's a very robust website, you want to try and break down that navigation into menus and submenus to make it easy for the user to find what they're looking for, but also easy to get back from where they started. So navigation is important. Is your website visually appealing and easy to use? Is it mobile friendly? Can visitors interact with you? Maybe there's some online web forms or social media content forms. So these are great questions to ask your candidate, and it starts that conversation and is great in a consultation, or even when you're first talking to a candidate. Audiences. It should be built for both existing and potential clients, right? So a website may be written to create leads, right? Lead pages and brand new clients, but it should also have some information on there that can really be geared towards existing clients. Maybe add-on services, add-on education, training, or information, so that it's not just a one-way facing website for brand new prospects to that business. It really should be encompassing all of their clients and prospects. So you can ask, is your content written for different visitors? And at least it starts a conversation point, because they may say, well, what do you mean? And it gives you a conversation to start. So let's take a look. Why does this website work? Well, first of all, across all devices, there's a clear sense of branding, right? The coloring, the logo in the Lennox Insurance Agency, the logo has that blue and red, and that is seen throughout the design of the website. In the header, not only just in the logo, you can also see it in the font, in the navigation, that same blue, and it's really visually appealing when it comes to the photo in the website. On the laptop, you can see as they scroll down, it is easy to navigate whether you're looking for personal insurance, business insurance, or about the company. So all of it is written. It's easy to read. It's visual. It's actually using stock photography, right? This is one of our sites. Responsive design. So regardless of whether they're on a 30-inch monitor, a 17-inch laptop, a tablet, or a smartphone or mobile device, it's a great display across all of these devices, and it is interactive. So you can see that there's a button on there for request a quote. So someone can fill out a form and request a quote. They can also go to frequently asked questions. There's a button on the homepage that says request a free quote. Again, interactivity is very important, and information for both existing and potential clients. And what about this, right? We love this one. I know one of our Web Center trainers loves this website as well, right? Again, a clear sense of branding, content's easy to read. It's very image driven, right? It's an artist, right? So it features the client's artwork. Again, responsive design, great user experience across all the devices. It is e-commerce enabled. You'll see in the navigation at the top it says shop, so you can actually purchase some of these works, and it's written for both fans of the artist and for shoppers. So, couple more tips as it relates to websites and why it's so important to be responsive. Did you know that when people Google a term on a mobile device, Google only recommends websites that are mobile friendly or responsive? And with the Google Core Web Vitals, right? Core Web Vitals are really looking at the mobile algorithm, right? It's coming out of the mobile first algorithm, but now it's also going into um, uh, usability, functionality, user experience. So if a user is not having a good experience on that website and they're clicking off the site, Google doesn't want to recommend them in their top rankings. So it's very, very important that all sites are responsive or mobile, right? 40% of internet visitors abandon a site if it takes too long to load. And a lot of times the load time is due to the file size. The images and videos take too long to load, and that's because the files aren't reduced in size for the mobile version of the site. Yeah, it might load fast on a desktop or a laptop that's connected directly to the internet, but on either a 3G, 4G, or even through some Wi-Fi, if a site takes too long to load, people will abandon it. So it's important that websites are built for speed, and certainly our platform does that. It actually, when someone uses our platform and they upload an image or a video, it actually compresses the file so it'll load those sizes much quicker, much more quickly on a smaller device. 67% are more likely to purchase from a mobile-friendly site, especially as we get into the fourth quarter. More and more people are on their mobile devices than ever. Even if they have a computer or if they're watching TV or something, they always have their mobile device on them, but they're usually surfing the web, they're shopping, they're pointing and clicking, so they're more likely to purchase from a mobile-friendly site. If you've ever tried to do any e-commerce shopping on a website that is not mobile friendly, you'll realize how frustrating it can be, because you really have a hard time navigating from products to prices to filtering down to different items if it's not mobile friendly. And here it is, 74% are more likely to revisit a mobile optimized site. In fact, a lot of users will realize if a site is not mobile friendly, they'll very infrequently go back to that site on their phone because they remember the experience that they had. So mobile matters. Mobile matters. 80% of millennials have their smartphone at their side day and night, right? More than 3/4 of the millennial population. 85% of all adults, right, aged between 18 to 49, use multiple devices at the same time. We call it the second and third screen phenomenon, right? They've got multiple devices in front of them. Their tablet and their phone, their laptop and their phone, the TV and their phone, their TV and their tablet, their TV, their laptop, and their phone, right? So the mobile display is very, very critical to a website's success. When it comes to online commerce, right, there's two types of commerce. We have e-commerce and m-commerce. E-commerce is really your standard e-commerce website-enabled shopping platform, and m-commerce stands for mobile commerce, right? Mobile-friendly commerce. So look at this. 81% of shoppers conduct online research before making big purchases. And you're probably similar, right? You're a consumer, but 80% of shoppers are looking online for information, product reviews, product details, frequently asked questions, all of that before they ever make a big purchase. So again, e-commerce is great, but product detail is great, and making sure that you've got a robust website is great. How about this? 53% here. It's unbelievable. By the end of 2021, the world's mobile commerce sales will make up for 53.9% of all e-commerce sales, which means that more than half of all e-commerce sales will be done through the mobile device, right? More than half. So it better be a mobile-friendly e-commerce shopping experience. So again, we talk about the core of the website. We talk about how the website is built, the design, the branding, the audience, how it's worded, right? How is it constructed? Is it built for search? What about image size, file size, branding? And then talk about e-commerce, mobile responsive. It's all very important. But then the website is simply just a vehicle to showcase information. So when we talk about that, it comes down to content, and content has never been more important than now because of Google's Core Web Vitals. It's got to be updated, fresh, relevant content on that website to rank high in searches. So content marketing becomes very, very important. So 47% of buyers viewed 3 to 5 pieces of content before engaging with the sales representative. So whether it is any kind of retail sales, maybe car sales, insurance sales, B2B sales, almost half of the buyers actually reviewed 3 to 5 pieces of content before ever engaging with that company's sales representative. So again, very important to have content out there on the internet. 96% of business to business buyers want content with more input from industry thought leaders. Almost 100%, right? 96% of B2B purchasers, right? The buyers, the controllers, want more input from thought leaders, industry professionals. They don't want to read a little microblog. They don't want to read it on social media. They want someone who knows the industry better than anyone to provide those details. So that becomes another unique kind of pitch for content marketing. When we talk about blogging, right, on average, long form content, right, we talk about blog article, generates 8 times more page views, 3 times more social media shares, and 9 times more leads than short form content. Now, unfortunately, most business owners are not writers, so they have very little content. Now, again, it's got to be visually appealing. So images, photos, galleries, before and after, all of that is so critical, but also written content is important. Look at the results, right? It results in 8 times more page views and 3 times more shareability and 9 times more leads than just having short form content, couple sentences and a picture, right? Bloggers who publish daily get 57% better results than those who publish multiple times per week. And we have a lot of small to medium-sized businesses that aren't even blogging once per week or once per month. But look at the impact having a blog on a website would generate. Like, look at this, more than 50% better results. And again, some unique stats that you can share with your candidates or your clients. The best time to publish to attract the most traffic is Monday around 11 a.m. Eastern. But to get the most comments, right, the engagement, the best time to publish is a Saturday morning around 9 a.m. Eastern. And again, all of this information is out there on the World Wide Web. You can do some searches, find some great articles to share some of this information to really provide value to your small or local business. Companies that publish 16 or more blog posts per month, so let's just call it 4 per week, got about 4.5 times more leads than companies that published less than that. So if they're publishing maybe 1 per week and they're getting 4 per month, they could increase their leads by more than 4 times if they multiplied their blog posts by 4 times, right? So 16 or more. So you're looking at, let's call it 3 to 5 posts per week. Every single week would generate that 16 to 20 long form posts, and look at the results. So it's important to start talking about content marketing. So when we talk about MA Web Centers and Web Solutions, yes, we have responsive websites. Yes, they're completely customizable. Yes, we've got easy to edit drag and drop tools. Yes, we can create landing pages, forms, and lead captures. Yes, the business owner has complete control. And yes, we also offer content writing. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. Just like when you're setting up a new client, we initially think of, oh, well, they want to rank on search engines. Let's talk about a local or regional SEO package. And let's get them off to a good start with their website or their new website with us and get them ranking in search engines. Well, I'll tell you, when we talk about web design, that's fantastic that we can have our professional designers constructing and develop beautiful websites. But it's also time to really start thinking about content writing. We offer content writing in blocks of 500 words for only $75. And that content can be used for, many different things, but especially when you're looking at building out a new website or helping your client, maybe even improving the search or just getting more visibility or maybe blogging, that would be another great opportunity. Maybe they have a hard time thinking about what to write or how to write it. They could have a content writing package. Maybe they have 3 to 5 per week, and they're spending another, say $300 to $400 per week in content writing. Over the course of the month, think of what would happen with more content on their website, more blog posts being pushed out there. We already showed you the statistics. Maybe they want to kind of dip their toe in the water a little bit and test it out. Well, how about just doing one article per week, $75 per week to generate one blog post per week, or maybe an email newsletter, and think of what would happen with their exposure, with the shareability, people sharing that information, with the SEO value there, right? So let's start talking about how to improve your candidate or your client's websites. Yes, it's about design. Yes, it's about functionality, but it's also about imagery, it's about content, and it's about helping them. And that's why, I like to think of us as digital marketing consultants, and working with product specialists can help you. Another tool that can help you, what are 15-minute consultation assessment sheets, right? You can download these right from MAWC 411 or on franchise.com. We actually still have here in the US, we have some of these in printed booklets if you want to order them. They come in little tearaway sheets, but there's some great questions here. I alluded to some of them earlier today, specifically about website design, but this questionnaire will help you as a new web center owner get all the information that you need to help you with your research to schedule a demonstration with a product specialist. So these consultation sheets will lead to higher quality appointments. They'll help you build relationships further. And we do have other consultation sheets, but we're just focused right now on the website design and website management. Okay, so let's review and recap the 8 qualities of websites. 1, design, right? Well designed and functional, right? And these are things that you can do when you're doing your research. You're researching your candidates before you reach out and contact them for a consultation. These are some quick things that you can just note for yourself, right? What is the design? Is it well designed? Is it functional? Beyond functional, what's the user experience? Is it user friendly, right? Is the navigation working? Is it easy to point and click and direct where they want you to go? Is it responsive? Number 3, right? Mobile friendly and optimized. So yeah, it might be mobile friendly, but is it optimized for mobile traffic, right? Do you have to pinch and zoom? Do you have to scroll? Does it download a PDF? Is it ranking in search engines on a Google search on your phone? Is it relevant, fresh, current, quality content? Again, that might be where we need to maybe implement some content writing for the client. 5, accessible. Is it easy to find things like contact information? Sometimes people just go to a website for quick information. They need an email address, they need a map, they need a location, they need a phone number. So is it accessible, right? Is all the important information easily found? All too often a candidate or a client wants a website and they really want to focus on their history and about me, right? About us. They want to share their story. Well, that's great. It's great for their ego, but ultimately, if the client wants to just simply find a way to check out, buy a product and check out, well, it should be easy to shop from. If they're looking for before and after photos, well, that should be very visible right on the homepage. It should be something that most clients are looking for. So I also encourage clients and candidates actually interview some of their customers. When you look at our website, what information do you enjoy? What information do you wish were easier to be found? Why would you visit our website? Why do you visit our website? When's the last time you went to our website? So if they do their own data mining, they're going to get some great insight to areas to improve their online presence. 6, direct. Is it clear, intentional, and the information, is there a purpose to the website, and is it easy for the visitor to understand what that is? And is there a call to action, right? There should be a single clear call to action on each area or each page of the website. 7, is it optimized? Is it built for and to be found for SEO, right? Is it built in a manner to help them rank in the search engine? Social, is it easily shareable, right? Is the content easily shared on their website? Are there tools, are there buttons to share that information across the web or email or send it to someone, right? All of these tools are very important in terms of enhancing an online presence for a client. So it goes again beyond just the website and the design. I think a lot of business owners they stop there. They're not thinking of these qualities, and it's important for you as a web center owner to shed some light on this and have these conversations, because that builds value and trust in the conversation that you can have with them. So our weekly assignment, right? We want to review your candidate's website. So you're going to take your top 10 candidates on your list and review their websites. Take some notes. Look through some of the things that we talked about tonight. How about posting an interesting tip about website design or functionality that you've learned from a webinar? Post it out on your social media. Hey, for those business owners, did you know, right? Did you know this? Or share a link. Do some research on the web and find something about online marketing and share it out, right? You want to become that person that people think of when they need a website, or they know of a business or a colleague or a friend that needs a website. 3, email a candidate about interesting web facts. So if you're having a hard time getting an appointment, or you're having a conversation but you haven't scheduled a consultation yet, email some of this information out, right? So rather than just posting it blindly or blankly right on the social media, send a specific email to a candidate on your list, right? Hey, I was thinking of you. I was on a webinar learning about online marketing and your website came to mind. Love to catch a cup of coffee or talk to you further, but did you know? And then share a tip. And of course, consult with a client about their website. If you already have clients, then it's time to review and go back to those websites and really do an analysis. Maybe you sold a site a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Revisit them, do some research, and bring their website current. Give them some opportunity to enhance their presence. Very important part of what we do when it comes to one-to-one marketing, right? Just like any other division. And of course, we can't not talk about number 5. Simply schedule website consultations. Find a business owner or candidate on your list. Ask them to sit down for 10 to 15 minutes to learn about their website and their business. You may or may not be able to help them, but you certainly would like to try. Maybe share some of this information, gather some details, and from that appointment, you can simply schedule a demonstration with a product specialist. But it's not going to happen if you don't contact the clients initially. So I hope you found tonight's webinar valuable to learning a little bit about the importance of a website and areas of a website to really look, kind of deconstruct or demystify website marketing as a way that makes it simple for you to evaluate and then bring that information to your candidates and your clients. Again, each and every week we'll focus on a different area of internet marketing, digital marketing, to make sure that you're armed with the knowledge to have great conversations with those clients and candidates. Have a great week, everyone.